Hi, this is Deirdre Timmons. I'm the director of A Wink and a Smile, a documentary on burlesque. No, A Wink and a Smile is a musical documentary where we track the lives of 10 women from their first burlesque class to their first burlesque performance. And the teachers' lectures are illustrated through performances of professional burlesque divas in Seattle. And the entire film is based in Seattle. And it's a lot of fun. We just finished it in the summer of 2007. We premiered it at Seattle International Film Festival, and now we are in lovely Port Townsend, where we're doing our second screening, and we've had nothing but sold-out houses and positive response and a lot of fun. And the film is kind of silly, and it's kind of serious, and it's kind of sexy, and it's very happy, and it's a feel-good film, a feel-good documentary, which is sort of rare. So people are responding, they're loving it, and we're having more fun than probably should be legal. We had more fun making it than should have been legal, and we're now having more fun playing with it and getting it out to the world. So we wanted to roll out in Washington State first, so we're doing Olympia in a few weeks, and then Ellensburg in a few weeks, and then we're taking it to Dallas, Los Angeles, New York, and we're hitting festivals that we get into, and so far we've been getting into most everything, and then probably in the next 5 or 6 months we'll be rolling out a theatrical release. A lot of people think that they come with preconceived notions. What is a film about stripping going to be like? And they come in and they either think they're going to see something really dirty or something really stupid. But in fact, the women that we cover in the film there's a doctor, there's a reporter, there's an opera singer, there's a taxidermist, there's a mother. I mean, they're a very intelligent, lovely group of women, very well spoken too. And I think people are shocked by the fact that it's entertaining, it's very funny, and it's very sweet and honest. And ultimately, the film is about self-acceptance. And I don't care who you are, everybody grapples with self-acceptance on some level. So it is truly a universal theme at the end of the day. Everybody connects with what would be their own personal journey of challenging themselves to do this ultimate scary thing. How would they do it, and would they prevail? And because all of these women prevail in the film, people walk away feeling like they can do anything. And I expected a lot of response from women about body acceptance and self-esteem building and sort of silly notions, but I've actually had huge and unexpected response from men saying, in watching your film, I never realized how much I held back, how hard I was on myself, how I was afraid to chase my dreams, and now I feel like abandoning my fear and just going for it. So that's the response we've had. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that the film makes people happy, and I'm so happy that it makes them want to affect change in their own lives, and that they just enjoy themselves. At the end of the film, people come out dancing, literally. I've been to a few dinner parties where people wanted to know why I wanted to make a film about stripping, or they would equate it to prostitution, where I've had to explain that this is an art form, it's a historical American art form. There is this beautiful renaissance going on across the United States and now into Canada and England, bringing back sort of performance art of the striptease. And I mean, there are people who want to hate it right out of the gates, but as of yet, I have had nobody who came into it with a preconceived notion or dislike for the film that has come out not loving it. I think because it does have these deeper themes of acceptance and abandoning fear, that it could be a film about race car driving, it could be a film about mountain climbing, it is a film about conquering your fears. And of course, it's got a lot more glitter and glamour than that. But, well, I have a couple of theories. Swing dance brought back this affection for the past. I also think that in this era of downsizing, making everything smaller, your telephones, your televisions, downsizing jobs, downsizing companies, downsizing the size of a woman's dress. I mean, stars now have to be a size 0 to count. I think there's just been a a collective knee-jerk reaction to that. And people saying, you know what? That's bullshit. It doesn't apply to me. I am who I am, and I want to see myself in entertainment. And so people are going and frequenting these shows because they see themselves in the dancers on stage. They don't see Lindsay Lohan or Paris Hilton. They see themselves, and they see themselves as being presented as glamorous, beautiful people who are funny and who are intelligent, and that makes people feel really good. So I think there's a lot to just like, where am I in the world of entertainment? Oh, look, there I am. I'm on that stage. That's the first time I've seen myself in forever. And glamour, 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 glamour. There's been so little glamour in this country for so long, on a sort of on a pedestrian level where you can walk down the street and wear something beautiful and feel good about yourself. And I think that's another sort of pendulum swing. People are looking for and craving beauty and elegance and glamour. What's next for us? We have a lot going on. I just returned from spending some time traveling with a circus in England. I'm about to start writing a circus musical, and that will be a narrative film, not a documentary. So that is in the works. That will take a couple of years to produce, though, because it's big, it's expensive, it's very elaborate, a huge amount of a cast and crew. And we're also chasing down a documentary in Africa right now, in Tanzania. So that one will be a much shorter turnaround time. As soon as we can get over there and start shooting, we'll start shooting that. So we're sort of keeping our feet in the documentary world. I'm a reporter by trade. My DP is a photographer, a photojournalist by trade. So we want to keep going in the journalism direction. But I'm also a writer and a ham, obviously. So we're also going to branch the company into more narrative style films as well. Oh my God, circuses are everything you think they're going to be, and then some. It was long days. Everybody works 12, 14-hour days. It was intense. Everybody's incredibly talented. I mean, there were a lot of Russians and Hungarians who come from generations of circus families, and these people are consummate professionals, and they take it very, very, very seriously. And then there were a bunch of French people who were the musicians, and they were very playful. And then, of course, the Brits who ran the whole thing, who are British people, have great dramatic flair. So I was really impressed by how professional the whole operation was and how highbrow it was. There were no freaks or geeks or anything like that. It was a very lyrical, magical production that they put together. What can I say? It was also a very muddy adventure. It poured the whole time, and we were in a field, and we were in a swamp, really, more than a field. So it was cold. It was a really rad experience. I would say everybody should join a circus at one point in their life, and probably everybody should try burlesque once in their life. They're both very freeing adventures, and they open you up to a lot of change. Well, filmmaking is what you bring to it, but for me, filmmaking is a gift to the world. Filmmaking is a chance to educate. It is a chance to enlighten, and it is a chance to improve people's lives. I worked in hospice for a few years, and the very, very, very last thing that people would do as they're dying was hold that remote and click it through and watch comedies. Everybody I took care of. And I think it was at that moment, during that time in my life, when I realized that a filmmaker and a storyteller brings perhaps one of the greatest gifts to this world, and that is escape and a chance to get outside of your skin and learn something new and go someplace different, even if you can't. I think filmmaking is a very noble cause and should be treated like that. It should be treated with utmost respect. Nothing more than feelings, trying to forget.
The best 9 seconds I've had so far.
My feelings of love.
Honestly, keep going.
Oh yeah, no, do not give me a microphone and free reign.
That's what
I just burped in the camera. Hello. Feelings. I love you.